Hello everybody, this is Oro, your coach of the Miami Masterpieces. We are going to cover our week 4 battle. I believe it's week 4 that we're starting. I'm going to start off with SINISTCHA right there. So obviously, as per usual, we're going to start with the win con today. SINISTCHA is basically able to come into literally everything. And if it's potentially able to outspeed, then nothing can really kill it. This SINISTCHA Matcha Gotcha is almost a 2-hit KO on Landorus. If I can boost up really high, then literally nothing is going to switch into it. The only things that'll be like the most annoying for it are going to be Hawlucha, Armor Rouge, and Indeedee. Those might be the main 3. But even Indeedee I can boost out of Strength Sap, covers literally everything else. Because everything has really high attack besides Mandibuzz, who's not going to really hurt me too much anyways. But it is a hard wall, so I guess that's another Pokemon that's going to be very, very difficult for me to break through. If I can get this thing going, I do not know how he recovers without some sort of crit, or if he just attacks on the physical side while I'm frail. But basically everything from Palafin under is going to be outsped as well, because hopefully we can get Cutiefly, Focus Sash Cutiefly, to get Sticky Webs up. Sticky Webs are actually so crucial in this game, but luckily we also have pretty decent coverage for hazards anyways. Iron Treads is able to block Mortal Spin from Glimmora. Magnificence is able to block Rapid Spin from Serena. The only thing that's going to not be possible is Defog from Mandibuzz, but that's also not so bad because I think Mandibuzz is going to open up a decent amount. It's pretty passive. I think it gets toxic. That's like the only thing. But again, I have Iron Treads. It's going to be able to come in, hopefully deal with at least some damage into it. And even Cutiefly actually naturally outspeeds Mandibuzz, and Moonblast might hurt if it's not specially defensive. Who really knows? Obviously, I'm investing into a special attack because I'm going to live on 1 anyways. So the only thing that will really stop this Pokemon is any faster taunt users, of which there are, I think, only 2. And Hawlucha, but Hawlucha doesn't want to come in and risk taking a Moonblast because it's actually not going to appreciate that at all. And Cutiefly is pretty safely able to just always switch into Iron Hands. As long as it doesn't full switch out, then it's basically free webs every time. Switcheroo's nice if I lead into Scarf Indeedee or something and it's going to knock away my Focus Sash. I can switcheroo's the Choice Scarf and then get free Sticky Webs up that way. It's like honestly a perfect lead in this game. It's very good at it. Then we have Arcanine. It's going to be a Pasho Berry variant, so that Palafin doesn't get out of hand because it is problematic. Being able to Wisp it, Wisp Iron Hands, Wisp Serena, being able to burn really anything is always nice. Then we can Flare Blitz. Basically his entire team besides Glimmora. Extreme Speed is always nice to have, and despite Psychic Terrain, it's going to be crucial for me knocking out Landorus and Hawlucha if it doesn't Terra. And then we have Morning Sun to heal up a decent amount, though that probably could have been swapped for a different move. We were going to be Max Fizdef because otherwise it's actually not, or near Max Fizdef because otherwise it's actually not possible to live a Wave Crash from Palafin after it transforms into hero form. But after Intimidate, it's going to make it very easy to even live a Choice Banded variant. With this spread, as long as I'm at max HP, which hopefully shouldn't be too bad because his hazard setters are meh. And I do have an Iron Treads, which is always going to have Rapid Spin, obviously. We have double AJ, the Zapdos, going to be Charti-Berry. This is for Glimmora, I believe. And I feel like it's for something else as well. Oh, it's for Stone Edge from Hawlucha as well, because Zapdos is a perfect switch into Hawlucha as long as it's not a random Terra type. And if I would assume it's going to go like Terra Rock Stone Edge or something like that, Charti-Berry is able to live that. If he goes a more defensive Terra like Water, then Discharge and Volt Switch can, do very considerable damage. And if he doesn't Terra at all, then Hurricane's just a clean Oko. I think on every variant besides Psychic Seed, like if it gets the Spadef boost, it's probably not a clean Oko, but damn near close to it. Static's always nice, so it can swap in right away. He has to risk the Stone Edge. It's always going to be nice, just defensive Zapdos, preferably to stop anything from getting too out of hand. We have Booster Iron Treads. This outspeeds basically his entire team and will guarantee at least chip on everything. Ice Bender is always a clean Oko on Landorus. Earthquake is always a clean KO on Glamora. Chips Iron Hands really hard. Chips Palafin really hard. Ice Bender also hits Serena, Mandibuzz. Rapid Spin plus Stealth Rocks. I mean, it's pretty standard Iron Treads. It's not going to do anything special, but it's always going to be nice. And then we have finally a Throat Spray, Clangorous Soul, Como, which is a secondary win con if SINISTCHA just breaks through his team. Because Como is also super good. He does not have a natural fairy on his entire team. And despite my special attack investment being minimal, if I get to +2 with Throat Spray, it cleans up his entire team. I actually don't think there's a thing that lives it besides like specially defensive Mandibuzz, Indeedee, Duraludon with a Violite, Assault Vest, Iron Hands. Like very specific things are the only ones that'll be able to live it. Plus I have Vacuum Wave so Palafin can't Jet Punch me if I'm really low HP. Plus other mons that are not in Psychic Terrain anymore. Also means I don't have to click Clanging Scales on certain Pokemon all the time because having my defense dropped isn't fun. And then I have finally Endeavor for if Iron Hands is like potentially Assault Fist and max HP not weakened enough, and I'm going to Endeavor it to low HP, so at least it gets some chip done, potentially more than Clanging Scales. Even with the Terra Dragon boost, Assault Fist Iron Hands is actually ridiculous. But that's going to be the team, and I'll see you guys in the battle. Hello everybody, this is Oro, coach of the Miami Masterpieces. Sorry for the late entry, but we are going to be playing off against Pokebaldi today. I have Scornet in the lead slot, the first pick, which is my Cutie Fly. So we are going to try and do this. Out of things that I'm glad not to see, I'm glad not to see Armarouge, and I'm glad Indeedee isn't male Indeedee. Don't know what he'd lead. Jafar. It's going to be Landorus. I am going to remove this thing's item. Gonna get rid of it immediately. There's nothing he can do. He's not going to outspeed me or underspeed me. There's no way. And then if I can get rid of a Life Orb or a Choice Scarf, that would be great. Obviously can't kill me unless he lands like a poison with Sludge Bomb. Or Sludge Wave, I guess. Sandsear Storm could technically burn if he does that. He's gonna taunt me. Okay, that's fine. I didn't expect taunt from Landorus, but completely fine. Zapdos is like a perfect switch into this thing. I guess it would suck if he's physical Landorus, with like Stone Edge or something, but otherwise he struggles to really damage Zapdos. It could be a utility Landorus the more I think about it, something like, you know, Taunt, Stealth Rock. And I don't really know what that typical set would look like. I see Taunt, obviously. Taunt on Cutie Fly is no fun. He's gonna go for the Sludge Wave. Okay. It's gonna do a little bit of damage there. I imagine he switches, but he could stay in. I'm just gonna fire off one Hurricane, get some nice chip on to Landorus, meaning that Cutie Fly might be able to take it out with a Moonblast afterwards. 383 to 244. That doesn't look like a lot of damage. No, Sludge Wave would be doing more damage even off of a low roll than that. So that's definitely not Life Orbed, at least. He's faster than Zapdos as well, so he is going to be max speed. The obvious play would be for me to go into Iron Treads. That would be pretty obvious of me. So again, this doesn't look like it has any sort of damage boosting item. An Earth Power into Como will still do a lot of damage. I could let this thing go, or I could hard switch, but that's pretty obvious. I want to assume he wouldn't let that happen, but he might also really want to get rid of Zapdos. I wanted to go air balloon, but I'm upset that I didn't. I think we can just hurricane again. It's really obvious for me to switch. And I don't need Zapdos that bad. Let's just see if he earth powers. He looks like he's thinking it through too. He did go for the sludge wave. That's unfortunate. I could have gone iron treads for sure. So I mean, I will now either way. I'm going to click Ice Spinner. If he's Yachi Berry, he still drops now because of the extra chip. I'm upset that I didn't go. I have to click Ice Spinner. I got to get rid of Landorus off this side of the field. Zapdos wasn't as useful because he is Terra Ice on Hawlucha. He's going to obviously switch. I could have clicked Earthquake, but if he goes Indeedee, potentially, that's going to be Hariyama. Interesting. I think I can hard switch into Cutie Fly. That's what I want to do. I'm going to take... Ooh, not him. He would have to hard switch or he'd have to click full switch. And either of them are very risky moves. So we're going to go straight to Cutie Fly. He's not going to be able to take me out. We saw his Rocky Helmet, so he's not Assault Vested either, which is nice. Going to do Drain Punch. Not going to do anything. We are going to just get my Sticky Webs up. He's gonna switch, hard switch. Okay, I almost clicked switcheroo. Gonna go back into Jafar. Gonna get my Sticky Webs up. We are going to we could potentially switch hard into SINISTCHA, but that's gonna do a lot of damage, and obviously, Cutie Fly is not gonna be very valuable. I don't know if that kills. Okay, I honestly wasn't sure if that killed, but I guess it would only make sense for it to. Even like, yeah, even no investment, sheer force earth power does like 80% minimum. I mean, we go back into Iron Treads. We are gonna want to probably click Ice Spinner again. We could get rid of Stealth Rocks, or get up Stealth Rocks, but that's very risky. We definitely just click Ice Spinner again. He's gonna drop. Okay, I'm glad to get rid of Landorus. Yachi Berry was expected for the most part. The other option was Choice Scarf. I didn't think he'd go Life Orb, but it was scary if he did. So I mean, at least we got one kill with Iron Treads. He doesn't have a great switch in for anything. Iron Hands could come back out, but I'm pretty comfortable with that. Indeedee doesn't want to come back in or come in because it's just gonna get Ice Spinnered. And unfortunately, Hawlucha isn't the strongest Pokemon in the world. It would outspeed, so he could go Hawlucha right now. But I honestly would be maybe okay with that. Serena. We definitely just go hard SINISTCHA. Honestly, we could click technically click Ice Spinner, but having his Pokemon slowed is super nice. No matter how obvious it is, going SINISTCHA is probably my best move. Iron Treads could get powerful Ice Spinner though. I think we can get away with just going SINISTCHA. He wants to get Rapid Spin off so bad. Because his team really struggles with it. If he ice spinners and he's max attack, that's not, or triple axles and he's max attack, hits them all, that's really bad. But otherwise, he doesn't have a move that really guarantees a 2-hit KO. It's just triple axle, which he has to hit all 3 times. Of course he's going to. Okay, that's not good, but that's alright. It looks like that's not max attack. He did 345 to 151. 194 he did. I was Rocky Helmet. I'm actually unsure where my Rocky Helmet went. Triple Axle is going to guaranteed take me out here if he goes for it again and gets it correct. I'm just gonna click Strength Zap and hope he misses. He's gonna switch. Okay. Gonna go hard into Madam Surge. That is Indeedee, obviously. I'm also gonna be able to get Calm Mind, or get a Calm Mind up. I don't think Hawlucha is able to guarantee take me out. Even if like he doesn't have an item, his acrobatics at most is 80-something%. I'm gonna Calm Mind once because I should outspeed this. There's no universe where I don't. He's gonna stay in. I imagine he clicks Healing Wish. He might. And Calm Mind himself. I'm not sure if I win this interaction here, but there's a chance I do. He would have to attack sooner than I would, I think. If he is like max offense, he's taking 30-something% every time, assuming we are tied. I do this till I'm maxed out because it's stalling out Psychic Terrain as well. And it makes it very difficult for him to deal with it if he can't break through. And again, he's stalling out Psychic Terrain turns. He's gonna Psyshock. Okay, that's not great. Though that's not the worst thing in the world either. I've now broken through this little barrier. So we're gonna do 40% here, assuming he's max offense. That doesn't look max offense, but yeah, honestly, it doesn't look very offensive at all. It almost looks min offense possible. And we got a nasty crit. Oh my gosh, that's not good for him. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Pokebaldi. That is the worst crit I've ever seen. And the Psychic Terrain's gone. I don't know what he could possibly do to break through now. Ricochet is going to be the Hawlucha. That's a really bad crit for him. I have to click Strength Sap once, I think. He's gonna click Brave Bird, I imagine. He could Swords Dance up if he thinks that's my play. But if he's Acrobatics, then there's nothing he can do. He'd have to click Swords Dance once. So maybe my move was to click Shadow Ball if in case he's Acrobatics. Okay, it looks like he's probably Acrobatics. And he could be Encore as well. So maybe I threw there. That might have been a bad move by me. I could have just Shadow Balled every time. We definitely just Shadow Ball. Okay, he's dropped. Unless he's sashed. He's He's gonna be +3. Maybe he's sashed. And it was to bait me out into thinking he's Psychic Seed? No, okay. He was definitely Acrobatics. He needed to be +4 to guarantee the Oko. +3 had a chance to. I think I swept with SINISTCHA now. It feels weird. I did have a sweep in the back if Indeedee kept going, because I was going to outspeed and I had a move that would be able to Oko it from any range, really. Iron Hands, that we know is assault, not assault vested. We definitely just click Matcha Gotcha. I doubt it drops, but it's gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah, it didn't drop though. I burned it. I'm so sorry, Pokebaldi. This is not good luck. Okay, Whirlwind's okay. I'm glad to see Whirlwind. I didn't want to stay in there. Wow, that crit was so bad. I'm so sorry, dude. I think Intimidate or Extreme Speed will take it out here. And I definitely just do that. Dude, I'm so sorry. He has Palafin, Iron Hands, and Serena left. So after this drops, ooh, he gets a little bit chip. A little bit of chip. I think he drops to the burn, and if he doesn't, I just click Morning Sun once. Okay, yeah, I just click Morning Sun. I want to be at full HP. So Palafin gets a burn, Serena will get burned. He's gonna Whirlwind me out, so my Arcanine will be at max HP though, with that Pasho Berry. Back to SINISTCHA. But you can't go Palafin anymore, he has to go Serena. I do think SINISTCHA is going to claim a lot of KOs here. Technically, SINISTCHA gets the KO there because it's both in front and it got burned. It did the burn. Serena back out again. He's not going to outspeed, so we can Shadow Ball into Strength Sap. He's Assault Vested off of... Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so sorry. Just click Strength Sap here. Pokeball, I'm so sorry, dude. That crit was terrible. I don't know who won that exchange. I think there's a chance I did win that exchange. Because I had the residual healing as well. We're gonna Calm Mind once here. He's gonna go Palafin. Potentially he just clicks Flip Turn. So I could click Matcha Gotcha here. I mean, I definitely just click Matcha Gotcha. I guess he goes Serena, but then I outspeed him anyways. Ah, dude, this does not feel right. Pokeball, again, I'm so sorry, dude. That crit was terrible. That was potentially the worst crit you could have had. I mean, it definitely was. Out of this game, at least, that was not a good crit. The Side Shock was scary. I didn't expect it. I mean, oh, Indeedee female doesn't get Expanding Force, does it? We missed 2 Matcha Gotchas. Are you serious? If he lands all those triple axles, okay. Dude, this is terrible. Definitely just we Matcha Gotcha once. Potentially get the burn, but we heal up a little bit as well. So Triple Axel will not take me out, and then I just Strength Sap all my HP back, and I got the burn. Oh my goodness. This is the luckiest I've ever been with SINISTCHA. Before I had this in a different draft league, and I don't think I got a single matcha gacha burn that entire league. It was not good. That's not recorded on or put onto my YouTube, but I mean, like, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna matcha gacha the Palafin. He's gonna drop potentially. My SINISTCHA isn't very offensive. I guess there's a chance he lives. Yeah, he drops. Okay. Yikes. That crit was so bad for him. I mean, he did let me set up. That was gonna end up being a crit war anyways. I just sped up the process. Oh my goodness. SINISTCHA getting 5 KOs. Are you for real? That's insane. Jeez. I'm so sorry, Pokebaldy. I'm hoping that we get to play again in playoffs or something like that, and we can have a much more reasonable match, because that was ridiculous. I did not think I was going to win this game at all. To be fair, the thing I was the most afraid of was Indeedee Male plus Armor Rouge. I felt like the special attackers were my biggest downfall, because my main special wall was a Clodsire, weak to Psychic. Getting rid of Landorus early was super nice. That was the main threat for SINISTCHA in that endgame, I think. Indeedee, I did do a lot too, and I healed up as well. So that was a really shitty stall war. So I'm sorry about that, Pokebaldy, but let's hope we play again soon in the playoffs, and let's have a much more reasonable, fair match. All right, bye-bye, everyone.